This video will summarise your third lecture, exploring coastal and ocean renewable energy examples of clean technologies, and the follow-on workshop in which you should confirm your choice of topic for your desk-based research project. Renewable energy sources for ocean and coastal energy include waves, tides, ocean currents, offshore wind, and salinity and thermal gradients. We will explore these with a focus on their current and potential use in the UK.
本视频将总结你的第三讲，关于探索沿海和海洋再生能源的清洁技术示例以及后续研讨会。您应该在其中确认基于案头研究项目选择的主题，海洋和沿海能源的可再生能源包括波浪、潮汐、洋流、离岸风、盐度和热梯度。我们将讨论并重点关注它们在英国现有和潜在的用途。
Considering power direct from the sea as an example, energy can be harnessed through the movement of water as waves, as currents, and as tides. The UK has extensive resources from both waves and tides, with Scottish waters considered to offer the majority of the UK's wave resources. The Pentland Firth that separates the Orkney Islands from the northern tip of mainland Scotland has amongst the strongest tidal currents in the world, caused by the tidal waters being forced through the constricted channels. It is because of this combination of wave and tidal potential that the European Marine Energy Centre, the EMEC, was established in Orkney to trial and develop technologies to harness these energies.
以海上直接的能量为例，能量可以通过水的运动来利用，如波浪、海流和潮汐。英国拥有丰富的海浪和潮汐资源，苏格兰水域被认为可以是提供英国大部分的海浪资源。将奥克尼克群岛与苏格兰大陆北端分开的彭特兰峡湾是世界上最强的潮流之一，因潮汐水被迫通过狭窄的河道而造成。正是由于波浪和潮汐势的结合，欧洲海洋能源中心 EMEC 在奥克尼克群岛成立，以试验和开发利用这些能源的技术。
There is, however, a complexity of spatial patterns and variability in time of currents and waves to consider, and the difficult to model and predict feedback effects of wave energy converters and tidal turbines on wave patterns and currents. Salter's duck, one of the classic early wave energy converters, for example, captures approximately 90% of the energy of waves passing it, with consequent effects on energy and sediment fluxes. Sediment fluxes, very difficult to model, influence coastal erosion and deposition patterns as well as marine life, such as the scallops shown here, which live on the seafloor as filter feeders and are an important fishery.
然而，需要考虑空间模式的复杂性及海流和波浪时间的可变性，难以建模和预测波浪能量转化的反馈效应和潮汐涡轮机对于波形和海流的反馈效应。例如 Shutterstock 是经典的早期波浪能转化器之一，能够捕获通过它的波浪大约 90% 的能量，从而对能量和沉积物通量产生影响。沉积物通量难以建模，影响海岸侵蚀和沉积模式以及海洋生物。例如这里显示的扇贝作为滤食性动物，生活在海底，是一种重要的渔业。
The policy context has played an important role in shaping the direction of development of all the technologies we consider in this lecture, and change of government policy, with a lack of long-term stability, could be argued to undermine the chances for an effective transformation of electricity generation away to renewables. For each of the examples, you are asked to consider what policies are relevant and to what extent have they encouraged or discouraged technological development. We discuss policy drivers in the full lecture as a class, highlighting too some of the unintended consequences and asking you to think about the wider impacts on different issues and at different geographic and temporal scales.
政策内容在决定我们本次讲座中考虑所有技术的发展方向发挥了重要的作用。在缺乏长期稳定性情况下，多变的政府政策可能会被认为将逐渐削弱可再生能源有效转化发电量的机会。对于每一个事例，都要求你考虑到哪些政策是相关的， 以及它们在多大程度上鼓励或阻止技术开发。我们在整个讲座中讨论的政策驱动因素，强调一些意想不到的后果，并要求您在思考对不同问题、不同地理和时间尺度上的广泛影响。
We can, in the UK, for example, identify the non-fossil fuel obligation starting in 1990 as a major driver for clean technology, yet at the same time, its biggest beneficiary is agreed to have been nuclear power. Can we consider nuclear power clean technology? With evident environmental impacts beyond carbon prominent in opposition to nuclear energy, does this make you think again about the lack of consideration of negative environmental impacts in public discourse about other non-fossil fuel electricity sources? Beyond counting carbon emissions, there are a multitude of environmental, social, and economic factors operating at various scales that we should consider for clean energy technologies.
例如，我们可以确定英国1990年生效的非化石燃料公约是清洁技术的主要驱动力，但与此同时，它的最大受益者被认为是核电。我们能否将核电看作一种清洁技术？除了核能低碳外的明显环境影响，是否会让你再次思考在公众讨论其他非化石燃料的电力来源时缺乏对环境负面影响的考虑？除了计算碳排放，我们在考虑清洁能源技术时，还应该考虑许多环境、社会、经济因素在不同规模上的作用影响。
In the full lecture, we will discuss in detail the issues associated with a number of further renewable energy examples associated with coasts and oceans. The UK, for example, is a global leader in offshore wind exploitation, and we discuss why, with a particular comparison to the restrictions faced by terrestrial wind farms. We look at tidal flow barrages, using the Severn estuary between England and Wales as a case study, and artificial tidal lagoons. We discuss integrating offshore renewable energy generators in national power grids. What about balancing supply and demand timings? How can power storage and transmission be managed? Offshore installations can have both positive and negative effects on wildlife, and the overall balance is very much dependent on effective consideration, planning and management.
在完整的讲座中，我们将详细讨论更多与海岸、海洋有关的可再生能源案例。例如，英国是全球海上风能开发的领导者，与限制重重的陆地风力发电厂有着明显的对比。我们将探讨其中的原因。我们以英格兰和威尔士之间的塞文河河口为例，研究潮汐流堰以及人工潮汐泻湖。我们将讨论将海上可再生能源发电机整合进国家电网的问题。如何平衡供求时间呢？如何管理电力储存和传输？海洋设施对野生动物既有积极影响，也有消极影响。总体平衡在很大程度上取决于有效的管理和规划和考虑。
For these various technologies, you can see how different perspectives and different values will play an important role in an overall evaluation. This again emphasises the importance for your assessment of establishing criteria to evaluate the potential of a chosen clean technology. It also highlights that we are looking for a critical evaluation that explicitly recognises costs alongside benefits and considers how they can be mitigated.
对于这些不同的技术，您可以看到不同的视角和不同的价值观将如何在总体评估中发挥重要的作用。这次强调了您建立评估标准和评估您所选择的清洁技术的潜力的重要性。他还强调，我们正在寻找一个关键的评估，它能明确地认识到成本和收益，并考虑到如何减轻它们。
You would ideally come to the workshop ready with one or more proposed titles, in which case we can confirm their suitability, look to improve your chosen title, and advise on criteria and theoretical frameworks to use. As a minimum, you should come to the session with some broad areas from which to finalise a topic and title. We will then work in groups to discuss your ideas and develop your plan for your desk study and extended essay. By the end of the workshop, you should be able to describe the topic and the questions being asked, justify and explain the critical framework you propose to use, and consider the implications of different perspectives encountered in your initial reading.
理想情况下，您将带着一个或多个提议的标题来到研讨会。在这种情况下，我们可以确认它的适用性，改进您选择的标题，并就使用的标准和理论框架提供建议。至少，你应该带着广泛的范围来参加会议，而从中确定一个主题和标题。然后我们会分组讨论你的想法，为你的学习和扩展论文制定你的计划。在研讨会结束前，您应该能够描述主题和被问到的问题，说明解释你的计划使用的关键框架，并考虑在你最初阅读中遇到的不同观点的含义，